Party Lake.
Yeah,
There's
man.
been a lot of partying here. Korean mafia and the DEA busted over 4,000 pot plants. We shoot fireworks here, we fish. We got a gun range behind us.
Top of the hour. What are we up to today, right?
Headed to the Caddo Ridge Ranch. It's kind of a cold one today, but we got to go back and pick up Amy. For some reason, she decided she wanted to come, so she like never comes. She called me and was like, "Hey, I want to go." So I got to turn around and go back and pick her up, which means I have to get a car with another seat in it. So I'm maxed out in this one. Let me just get 20 chicken minis. Let me get a number 1 with coffee. Cool, that's everything.
So Amy, Chick-fil-A or Whataburger?
Chick-fil-A all day. Because it's closed on Sunday and Saturday, and I want it tomorrow.
And what do you think about the franchise model here that Chick-fil-A has?
It's the most profitable one, so it obviously works. I like the fact that somebody is going to run it, they have to do every job. I think that should be important for any company, really. Like the guy that's running Nike right now, he has literally done every job over the last 32 years to become CEO. That guy's probably going to be the best CEO Nike's ever had. He's worked there since he was 19. We're here at the Caddo Ridge Ranch, about to see what we got to do for the day. Some housework to do. I need to get out to the lake and get a fire started for the wife, that kind of stuff. And I'm about to train him on how to ride. So show me real smooth. Perfect. These are your brakes. I've taught like at least 20 kids how to ride a four-wheeler. Well, it's all about the throttle control. So if I'm teaching him how to work the throttle right, he's not gonna get jerked off of it. It's not gonna scare him. He's not gonna whiskey throttle it. Once you can show them throttle control, everything else is easy.
We'll drive by and you'll see the bulls. Like, you never think you'd be scared of a cow, and you see that thing, and like the amount of muscle and just like the ferocious and like the stare, it's terrifying.
Do you think you would end up in this life out here?
No. No, it's just logic. Like, no. This one too, no. Hey, princess. See, she was fun. And they can't defend themselves, they can't do anything. So these vultures, they get them when they're babies and they're laying down and they're not that strong, they can't really run. And they'll just start pecking at them and eating them. And the baby cows just lay there. It's the saddest thing ever. Those vultures were about to get one of those. There was like 30 of them that were all like hovering real close, circling, until I pulled up. And this poor mama, I like, do they have twins?
That's not a mom.
That's not a mom?
That's a bull.
Damn.
That's a big old ding-a-ling. How you think that's a mom?
Well, I don't know. Oh, she's hurt. Oh, she's got a hurt hip. So these are all like giant, like 150, 200-year-old pecan trees. Like they're huge. And we thought, you know, we didn't know they were pecan trees, but when we bought the place, we knew there was an orchard. But we were looking, we were like, okay, well, we didn't see the orchard today, whatever. And they're looking around, and they were like, no, like all of these trees are pecan trees. They're not like in a perfect row, but like all of this yarn. So this tree that's on the ground over here, it's actually half alive. It's winter, so there's no leaves on the tree, but see how the roots are still in? Isn't that crazy? So it knocked over, but the roots are still attached and it's still alive. So come spring, this will all be like green and beautiful.
So we made this place to where this main spring-fed creek, when the water's running, it fills up all the other lakes on the property. The first lake right here, Party Lake, and once it gets up, there's a 10-horn that flows into Beaver Lake, then a 10-horn that flows into Harlan Lake, and then a 10-horn into Stewman Lake. So this little spring right here feeds this creek, 1, 2, 3, 4 lakes just right here.
What's on your mind right now?
Well, I got this thing called a brush monster, and I can take out these trees right here and I can actually mow down all that grass with it because the skid steer bucket will work at an angle, and I could turn this into access to the river down here to where we can fish and swim. And this lake shouldn't be this high in reality. There's a hole in the dam somewhere. It looks like it's probably right here. But this is causing that to flood. The pipe's busted. This is ending up here. Something else is fucking over there. So this hole, and there's no water. I didn't hear any water flowing through it. So, it must be something over here. I wonder what the hell could be making it. Because what happens is when this overflows, it fills up my creek that we like to keep dry. Not a good sign.
Why is this a concern?
Well, because I don't want it to overflow. This isn't supposed to have water in it. And it'll erode my land, which it's doing over there, and it'll continue to erode that creek that it feeds into. So, the more water's here, over time, the more land I lose. So this is my property line, but it ends up under this bridge here, which I'm gonna get a park bench here in the next couple weeks to sit down here so I can clean this out here and have a peaceful place to watch the water run. But this is probably the deepest part in the lake or in the river, at least on our property, right here and right there. And the guys will get in there and swim and noodle. Big thing in Oklahoma, but they pulled a 110-pound catfish out of here. Out of this creek like 5 years ago.
When's the Stewman noodling session coming?
There's a season. I ain't doing that shit. Those guys are missing fingers and shit. I seen a snapping turtle in this one time that was this big around. I mean, he was like one of those tortoise things that you see at the zoo, you know what I mean? He was giant. They're not there anymore, but they were Korean mafia, and the DEA busted them with 4,000 pot plants. Like, it was all covered and everything, and I came in here and cleaned it out so that the kids will have a place to swim in the summer. They can literally hang off that tree and drop into the water. Funny, I've had this place for 2 years, and I used to stand in this field because this is where my deer feeder is. I used to stand in this field and be like, I wonder who owns this little cool spot right here. And then like 3 weeks ago, we were exploring and it popped out right here. And I was like, oh shit, this is mine. I'm like, hell yeah. So I went back and made that trail and everything to get over here. So you can see footprints everywhere. You can see a shitload of them right there. There's lots of animals down here, especially the hogs. They hang out down here in the creek beds. We laid rocks too, so like, which is why you can drive this thing now.
So this wasn't here, you guys built this entire...
Built the slopes, built the fucking bottom, all of it. I had 200 acres over there I couldn't access. I think every sticker on here says, don't do this. Like literally every sticker is like, 2 people, no, but it doesn't say 4. All right, we all on? Everybody good? Thumbs up?
I didn't tell them to do that. Is that a good one, buddy? Yeah. That's a girl.
What were you saying about the roads out here?
Well, these roads cost more than a Rolls-Royce or a Lamborghini, and I mean, we're looking at multiple 6 figures in just dirt work and concrete, not concrete, rocks out here alone. If you only knew how much all this shit costs. These tanks and pumps and gas in it, that shit ain't free either. Delivery of gas. This is to start a fire. Come out here, plug in your gas station to your 4-wheeler battery, good to go. It's called Party Lake. This is called Party. This lake has a peninsula in the middle of it, and I built a pavilion and a bar. And usually we have music and fires and a fire pit over here and random stray cows. You know, it's good times. This is Party Lake.
Yeah,
There's
man.
been a lot of partying here. We shoot fireworks here, we fish, We got a gun range behind us. This is like base, so when you're here at the ranch and the kids are running around and they want a sandwich, a bag of chips, or a drink or something, they come here to the pavilion. This is usually mom's post station.
I see tea. What is that?
This was a victim of...
What is that? A giant frog?
Fish, maybe?
A catfish.
Looks like a catfish.
What the hell is it doing in my front yard?
It is a catfish. Look at those teeth. If he snatched it out of that lake, brought it over here, if a bobcat took it or whatever, or a coyote.
Oh, don't touch it. Ooh. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Keep going.
I'm right here.
Her feet don't even touch the ground on it. Good news is you don't need feet. And it's a wide open field, should be fine. Got it, you got it, keep going.
It's like that getaway, right?
You didn't see me on my phone, have you?
No.
I like that. I like it a lot. Being able to come out here and not worry about all that other shit going on in the city. It'll still be there when I get back.